at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back.
Yo, you want to broadcast or I don't want it to lag. I'm broadcasting, but I don't want it to lag. I'm broadcasting. If it lags, then I'll take it off. But I'm broadcasting. I said I'm broadcasting, but if it lags, then I'll take it off. But I'm broadcasting right now. Yeah, I'm broadcasting.
The 25.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, Huntley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Here's Huntley. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, and he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one, and to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is brought in at the 21. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
25 yards that time.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, the big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Huntley to throw. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Alberto, 45 yards. And the Dolphins put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Wilson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 35.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
To throw on second down. Huntley firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and sneak it here. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge. Their D-line surge leading to 4th.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Number 18. 10 to 11. 10 to 11. Come 19. Come 19.
On 4th down. Huntley. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. And the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
19 right. 18 18
On 3rd down, Huntley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Set up.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Huntley. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. Career touchdown number 136, tying it with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The tackle there by John Johnson.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
On the six.
Here they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Happy Ranger, Happy Ranger. 18, 5 years.
throw on third down. Huntley. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Warren 70. Seven Pirate. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Throwing again. Huntley. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Cut 19. Cut 19. 50 Bobcat. 50 Bobcat. 19 right.
Looking to throw. Huntley. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
The kick by Lutz is good. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you...
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
Here we go.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And he'll be kicking into the wind in the 4th quarter now. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
I'm going to make a fumble again. Keep playing with me. Keep playing with me.
That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd.
You did not give me nothing, bro. You know you hate playing me. You know you hate me. You did not give me nothing.
Ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Strip ass.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets.
I'm going to tell you this, bro. You might as well take your little 3-pointers because you ain't scoring a touchdown.
And runs like that on opening weekend.
That's all I'm going to tell you. You seen all the user picks I got. I had 2 user picks in this game.
They'll go again with Hall.
Oh, fumble. What I tell you? What I tell you? What I tell you? Strip, boy.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter.
Who's that fumbling? You got a rookie running back or something?
Another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Following the fumble recovery, Huntley looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Yo, Huntley, I never played one. This nigga is accurate.
At the 26-yard line.
He's been on dot. He's been throwing dots all game.
Operating from the gun. Huntley. He's got it.
Straight dots.
Dolphins. Albert Okwuegbunam. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Yankees took the lead. Wow.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
You want me to strip him again? Let me know.
Coming up now to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have
I'll strip him again. I got you. I'll strip him again.
Home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A gain of 3, second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
That's all me, nigga. You dumb? Is you dumb? Is you dumb?
Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
3 using picks, nigga. 3.
His defense pitching a shutout. Now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Hall. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on fourth. So this offense able to convert on fourth. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 74 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the